know when Viking wakes up tomorrow, he can answer it. But I'm going to say it now because we're talking about it. I can't tell nobody what to do. People make their own decisions. You know this, Kim.
True.
If people want to go fuck with people, go do what you do. Doc, who was just in here, not trying to bring him up, but I told him, I've never been mad at him for being friends with May or James or whoever. I don't give a fuck who. Monster, I'm using her as an example. She has Wreck in her name. Sometimes me and Monster actually have respectful conversations. Don't mean we're friends, but we do have respectful conversations. I don't tell people what to do and who to like. But I do have one question too, and I agree with it. If, and I know that I was given the recordings of what was said and done to Viking's child in Texas. And you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
Because he gave me permission to post it. And I did take the stuff down because Dreads wanted me to, and I did. But after all that, I know that I have made amends with people on the internet for stupid shit. I'm sorry, in my opinion, I could never and would never. If somebody came out in real life and did that with my kid, I could and would never be that person's friend on the internet. No fucking way. No fucking way. And that's the one thing I'm confused about Viking right now is what he's doing with May. Very confused.
I don't know.
I can tell him what to do, but I'm very confused.
Not my business. I don't.
Not my business, but I'm going to ask.
It's like I don't tell you who to sit with or judge other people for it. I'm not going to judge him for it.
But I'm so confused on why it was okay to hand me and multiple people that recording and tell us to post it, blast her, which we did because it was the right thing to do. I can't believe he's literally going to be cheering on in internet calls and videos and lives with the person who said and did that to a real child in real life, not on the internet. We're talking real physical life shit. Fuck the internet for a second. People talk about my kids all day long. If a motherfucker came in my home and did what May did and said, and my child was involved, bitch, you better believe they would never see me in real life or the fucking internet. Promise you that. Come to my house and do that to my kid and see what happens. Bitch, you ain't gonna have a breath. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. Talking about hitting my kid. You're gonna be nowhere near my shit.
Oh, I'm not going to speak on that situation. I'm just going to speak in general. If somebody ever thought of putting their hands on any of my babies, there ain't a motherfucker.
Let alone, I would never talk to him again. But yeah, I never talked to him again. But let alone, I definitely wouldn't allow them to be fucking breathe. I know that. But
there would be a rock somebody could hide under.
That's weird, dude. I don't know. That's just weird to me. That to me is almost like, damn, what was all that for?
Bree, where do you know me from? I'm trying to figure out where Bree knows me from.
Breed?
Ryan's live.
Ryan who?
The one lives in Tennessee?
Ryan. I don't know a Ryan.
Well, his name is different ones on TikTok. I forgot what his name was on TikTok. Yeah, I forgot what his name was on TikTok.
I don't know. I know
I used to be friends with you on my main account before I lost it 3 years ago.
What was your main account?
It was Mike_KO.
I have no idea. This is my main account. I just changed the name on it. I've had this account since I started TikTok.
Yeah, I remember.
I've had 422.
Listen, outside of my main and my backup, we're not going to talk about how many accounts I've had.
I've had 422 since I lost my account.
I currently
I'm being legit too. I write them down. I'm not gonna lie. I
currently have a whole lot of active accounts. But there's only 2 I really use.
I have 4, and they're all.
Do you know Mama Crystal?
Mama Crystal. I only know one Crystal.
Yeah, I never got to finish that conversation with them motherfuckers berating my 14-year-old on the app like that. That shit was wild.
The only Crystal I know is Mother Serenity.
I still can't believe that happened. My son definitely didn't deserve that bullshit in public life. On an internet app he ain't even on. You realize that little boy ain't even on TikTok to the ones that were doing that to him, right? My little boy ain't even on TikTok, yo.
I don't think any of your kids are on TikTok.
No, my daughters are. They're on Instagram and TikTok, but my son ain't. And for already, it's bad enough he's a minor. And he's my minor, by the way. Y'all called my son an abuser on an app he ain't even on. Y'all dragged a minor for abuse. Like he was a goddamn adult man. And he didn't even do that shit. It was a fucking another person. That's fucking crazy to me. Didn't even drag me. You dragged my kid.
Sounds like there needs to be a public apology.
But I haven't gotten one. You know what I got from it, Kim? From May May, I got what you gonna do about it? And from Colby and James, they say I'm lying and that girl's covering for me. Why would that young lady and her husband go up there tearfully and admit to that just for little old me? Are you kidding me? So you mean to tell me this couple is going to do that, put their kids out there like that and put themselves out there just to cover for Grow Queen? Make that make sense. That's a damn good friend if you ask me. Shit.
Well,
I'm some phantom kids who weren't even in my home.
Scratch my head, Grow. Your teenagers aren't even home on the weekend.
They're not. Every other weekend they go to their dads or they're with their friends. This weekend they were all three of their fathers. Liam was the only one home. Friday, Saturday, and they came back Sunday night for school, late.
I mean, even if they are at your house over the weekend, like it's your weekend, they're not even there. They're usually out with their friends.
With their friends, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's been their routine for as long as I've known you.
Thank you. But the point is, at the end of the day, I think it's very sick for people just because they are on one side and not the other, or they hate me. I think it's very sick. Even with having that woman get up in that box and admit to all of it being her responsibility and her family, people still say I'm lying and she's covering it up for me.
At the end of the day, Grow,
that is
right
disgusting.
is right. Right is right and wrong is wrong.
What about the justice for my son? They did that too.
Unfortunately, dear, you're dealing with people who don't have the moral compass to do that.
But I want to know why these people are still continuing to rah and be okay with that. In my eyes, when people are in that circle still of the ones in the core that did it, I'm only talking about the ones that did it. I can't hold people accountable that didn't do it. But the ones that did it to my son, and now y'all know what they did on false allegations on a minor of abuse, when it wasn't even my kids. And I didn't even get an apology. Matter of fact, Mame wouldn't even own her mistake. All I wanted was her to go live and say, y'all, I made a mistake. I was wrong. She couldn't even do that. She said to me, what you gonna do about it? What she said. What am I gonna do about it? Okay. None of them have apologized. None of them will address it with me. It got brushed under the rug. That's what we've been talking about for 2 days because my kids don't matter. And it is okay now, if y'all didn't realize, on TikTok to false jacket abuse on a 14-year-old little kid and drag him on the app like he was a grown man for another woman's children.
It's not okay.
But for another woman's children, and it wasn't even mine. And we played the recording live 16 times over. When they even said the accusation, I said, Daniel, hold on a second. We proved it right then and there that it was Bliss saying Dale. And the guy in the box, he was in the box talking, and she said, Dale, hold on a second. My son's name ain't Dale, baby. And that wasn't my voice. You know Bliss's voice, you know mine. Come on now. Oh, they were saying all that shit. I was the girl talking about
wouldn't even answer to Dale.
Nope. Dale is Bliss's friend who was in the box. And she definitely said on that recording, Dale, hold on a second, because he was over talking. They said that was their proof it was my son. That was me saying, Daniel, hold on a second. No, ma'am.
That's insane.
I'll send you the recording on Telegram. Just for you to look at.
That is absolutely fucking disgusting.
Kim, I couldn't believe it. You got to imagine, I was at the doctor actually for my checkup. You got to imagine by the time I came home from the doctor, my phone was blowing up. I'm not going to say who did it, but one person messaged me. Imagine my confusion. She said, Grow, just know what they're doing right now does not make you a bad mom. I still support you. And I said, whoa, what are you talking about? Mind you, I'm at the doctor. Yes, I'm at the doctor. Ain't been on TikTok, and she wasn't the only one. 3 people were calling me to make sure I'm okay. Mind you, Kim, I didn't know this was going on. I said, whoa, what are you talking about? Well, Mame is playing a recording right now, allegedly, of your 14-year-old son threatening to kick Liam's teeth out of his mouth. I'm like, what? I said, you gotta be fucking lying. So I get the recording because the live ended. I get the recording. I was so fucking disgusted. When I saw that live recording, the first thing I said was, couldn't have been my kids. What the fuck is she even talking about? So then we went live. Like I said, we discussed it. The woman came in the box and said, yo, that wasn't Grow Queen kids. That was mine.
Okay, so real quick, Grow, what night did this supposedly happen?
I got home last night. It was last night where I went off about it. So the live where the ladies' kids were talking was on Sunday night. They went live about my children yesterday for 45 minutes.
Okay, so
Yesterday.
wait, what time did that live happen where her kids were talking like that?
It was Sunday really late. I
Your
gotta look
kids
back
are
at
in
the
bed at a
time.
decent hour. They have school Monday morning.
I know. I want to say, I could be wrong. I want to say the live was, it was late, man. It was late on Sunday night. I know for a fact Liam was asleep. But
Like,
it wasn't
even
too
your
late. It wasn't too
teenagers
late
on
though,
a
because
school
my
night?
kids. But it wasn't too late because on Sunday the kids got home from their dads at 11:30 at night, so it wasn't too late. Because when that recording
What up,
happened, my
Shield?
kids really weren't here, so it had to be. I want to say it was maybe it was like 10:30. I got to look back at the time. Regardless, though, the point was there was nobody at my home saying that to any child. They weren't. And their only shred of proof was that Dale, hold on a second, they turned into me saying it was Daniel. No. So we
You and
debunked
Bliss don't
that
even
lie.
sound the same.
Nope. And the person that said that in the recording was a grown-ass man, you could tell. But the point of the matter is, at the end of the day, the recording is there. And anyone with common sense and doesn't have discrimination against me, clearly, and there was a lot of people that heard it in the comments and they were like, that is not Grow and that's not her kids. There were people that don't even like me in those comments that were like, sorry to say this, but that's not Grow. Everybody saw
Can
that.
you send me that recording on
I
television?
can. I will. Absolutely. So in turn, like I said, my problem with it is talk about me all you want. But when I hear there's a 45-minute live going on and you're berating my teenage son on a false allegation of abuse on my minor kid, you got me fucked up, bitch. You got me all the way fucked up and y'all made the biggest mistake and they won't even give me the grace of apologizing to me, Kim. None of them.
That's
They
crazy.
do not owe me an apology. Oh, and Joshua Tree, I apologize. He was unboxed too. I forgot that little fat fuck. They don't owe me an apology. They don't. It's okay what they did. It's a-okay.
But when you fuck up and do something wrong, everybody want to hang you out to dry until you take
Yeah.
your accountability.
I'll tell you what I've never done, Kim, is fucking falsify and drag a 14-year-old in the app for abuse. I've never
Absolutely
done that.
not.
Never. But they did it to my kid. And this was only discussed last night. Mind you, today was overshadowed by this James shit that landed on my lap. Let me tell you what I promised you yesterday. Everybody I named from that live. Just because I got distracted with this shit today, bitch, don't you ever think I'm done with y'all motherfuckers. When I said I'm lighting all of y'all up, I'm lighting all of y'all up.
Okay, so real quick, can you give me the Cliff Notes version of this whole thing with James? Because I've heard bits and pieces, but I can't put it together.
So today, I took Liam to the doctor today. We came home, we took a nap, and I woke up at like maybe 11:45 this morning with Liam. And I'm scrolling TikTok, and I like to look at the T-Licious Popcorn page. I get all my recaps there. And I noticed I was going down a couple videos, and I saw a live, and it had a green screen of a birthday cake that said Sweet 16 Kayla, and it was Corey's live. Corey West. And you know I don't fuck with Corey West. So I'm watching the screen recording of his live, and I'm like, who is he talking about? Who's this girl Kayla, and what's this 16-year-old shit? He was talking about the girl being 15, turning 16, and a week later her boyfriend, 19, turning 20. I'm like, who is this? Sure as shit. When I kept listening, he said James. I'm like, whoa, what? What? Our James? This James? Swear to God, I had no clue. I'm like, what the fuck? I had to think for a second, do a double take, and I'm like, I rewatched it, and I'm like, this is really true. He was showing pictures from a published book. It's a published book. Of James with his girlfriend at the time, wife, whatever she was. And the captions are the ones that read all this information. Nobody dug into James. It's, again, a published public book. You can buy it on Amazon. In the captions, and mind you, we found out later, James and the girl Kayla provided all this info to the author. So it wasn't like an investigation. Anyway, so in the book, the captions state, and I can show you the pictures. Kayla's birthday, her 16th birthday was October 23rd, 2005. And her proud man, James, a week later, turned 20 on Halloween 2005. Meaning,
That's absolutely fucking disgusting.
they were in an established relationship while she was 15 and he was 19. She turned 16, he turned 20 during the relationship. So what did I do? You know me. I went live. I left it open-ended. Kim, I even let the ops in my boxes, and we had an open discussion and asked opinions. We did. It was a really good live, actually. I didn't accuse him of nothing, didn't call him a chomo, nothing like that. I just simply said, what are your guys' feelings on this? And everybody got to speak. I let everybody speak. I did.
That's fucking
Even
disgusting,
opinions
bro.
I didn't agree with. You want to know what the outcome was, Kim? The people that did not know James personally, didn't have a personal vendetta and wasn't his real friend, they absolutely all said, generally, that's disgusting. The people that support James and are his close friend, you know what their outcome was? And Doc just came up here and said it. So did Savage. So did Colby. So did Viking. I 1000% am okay with what James did because 15 going on 16 and 19 going on 20 ain't bad. Your boy Viking just said that in this live a few minutes when he came in here.
But that's no different than what Matt Meunier did.
Oh, well, it is because Matt was 24 and that bitch was 15.
It's still
To
the
me, that's
same thing.
worse.
One's a
I
legal
know, but to
adult,
me, that's
one's a
worse.
child.
I know, but to me that was really disgusting. Like you're damn near almost 30. But anyway,
just
you're right,
saying.
though. But you're right. You're right. James did not have any criminal charges. I had to make that clear like a dozen times because people were getting it mixed up. They were like, "Where's the charges?" James was never in trouble for that. It was his wife. Same thing with what you just said. Yes, Matt Meunier. However, I don't want to be the one to say that because they're going to say that I'm protecting my ex-boyfriend. But yes, James
You
was
didn't
never
say
convicted.
it. Hold on, girl.
James
So
was
we're
never
clear.
arrested for it.
Hold on. Make sure your box is not lit up when I say this because I don't want you being held accountable. In this situation, it is no different being 20 and dating or 19 going on 20 and dating a 15 going on 16-year-old than what Matt Meunier did.
Well, I'll
said
say
it.
this again. I'm not trying to cause rifts, but yes, Viking, your boy, was one of them who was just in this box about 20 minutes ago and he even said proudly with his chest out with Doc, mind you, and Savage in the comments. I 1000% am okay with what James did, and that is their opinion, and I respect it. It ain't my opinion, though.
Everybody can have their own opinion as far as I'm concerned. That's fucking disgusting.
Then Doc actually sat up here and said that he believes I'm only talking about this today to pick at Maymay. What the fuck does this have to do with Maymay?
That has nothing to
didn't
do with
do it.
Maymay.
Maymay didn't do it. Maymay didn't know about this book until today, so what the fuck? How is that Maymay's fault?
Maymay's not responsible for
No.
somebody else's actions.
So Doc is assuming, he said this very publicly, he said he's assuming I'm doing this to pick at Maymay. If that's the truth, Kim, then why for 4 years have I gone after other people with those same ages? Explain that. Was I cherry picking all those people I went after on this app for 4 years? Because I've gone after
Bro,
a
it's
lot
the
of
same
fucking
thing
stuff.
it's always been. People are going to twist a narrative any way they feel fit.
All those people are saying James is okay for what he did. His supporters even said at some point, they had one reason. James and Kayla grew up in poverty. So we can't blame them for living an adult life at that age. Okay. Then they said, well, if James didn't impregnate her, then what's the problem? That was another one. They said, there's no criminal charges. What's the problem? That's another one. They said they were both teenagers at the time. That's not true. State of New York recognized James as an adult at over 18. State of New York law states that anyone under 17 years old, it is still considered in New York statutory rape. I'm just saying.
I'm
According
just
to
going
New
to
York, she
speak
could
for
consent to
me.
that.
As a mom of 2 girls biologically, ain't no motherfucking way I would ever be okay with that.
And that's what we were all discussing, what people thought about it. And I actually respected everyone's opinions, even if I didn't like them. But I'm here to tell you how Doc came up here and said that I'm doing this to pick at Maymay. I beg to differ. I feel like those people who supported James through this are only doing that because it's James. Now that's sad. So everybody that said that tonight, and it was mixed signals. There was half them people were on the side of James is wrong. Half the people were James supporters and they thought it was okay. Half the people from James's side that said it was okay, Kim, get this. You'll like this part. I've seen 40% of them go after people at the same ages for pedos on this app.
Well,
Your
yeah,
boy Viking, Kim, as you know, has called out many of people for being 15 and 20, 15 and 21. But he just said just now it was okay for James to do it. He's not mad at James for it. James did nothing wrong. Viking said that. Viking labels himself
wrap
one of
my
the
head
greatest
around
pedal
that
hunters on
one.
TikTok of all time.
I can't wrap my head around that one, girl.
Me neither. Me neither. A lot of people actually have been scratching their heads. I'm not going to drop names. A lot of people said they want nothing to do with a lot of those people too. Actually, said they're going to walk away. I can show my DMs.
Look, let that happen to anybody else on this app. When they seen that shit, they would fucking run with it.
Oh, yeah. Could you imagine if that was Grow Queen that did that? Oh, my fucking God. This internet would fucking break. They would run with that so quick. Lord Jesus. But yes, I was astonished to see these excuses. Poverty is an excuse. If you don't impregnate her, it's not the same. It's okay. It's acceptable if you don't impregnate her.
Right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't give a shit how you grew up.
Yeah. Well, if you don't get her pregnant, though, Kim, you can fuck a minor these days. That's
Absolutely fucking not.
I got a 16. God damn, my daughter is 16.
Fucking disgusting.
My oldest daughter's going to graduate high school. She's going to be 18 August 7th. My other daughter is 16. She's a Halloween baby, right? I said this earlier because someone did ask me my opinion. If I have daughters, and the question was, if it were your daughters, what would you think? Now, I'm going to say this. If it was my daughter, Chloe, who was going to graduate high school this year, and she had a boyfriend who was 19 about to be 20, I am not going to be upset. You know why? Because she's very close to 18. Right? She's very close to 18. I don't like it. I don't want it, but it's not to me going to be something that's going to be detrimental like that. Do you get what I'm saying? Yes. She's almost 18. She's almost out of my house. She can do what she wants. Exactly. Now, Anna, my 16-year-old, if she came to me and said, Mom, my boyfriend's 19. He's going to turn 20 in a week. And she's 16. No, ma'am, the fuck he ain't your boyfriend. You better go recognize. You better recognize that shit right now. Because you know why? It's not the guy. It's not because it's sick. The reason why is because I know my 16-year-old daughter, because I love her, is not ready for that life. That is putting a minor in an adult's spot. You get what I'm saying? My baby ain't ready for no grown man. My 6-year-old baby ain't ready for no grown man. And that is a grown man.
Girl, take the personal feelings out of it. It's just fucking wrong.
And Kim, that's what I did. But Doc came up here tonight in this live right before you got here.
What up, Justin?
And I'm not talking shit about Doc. I got respect for him. I'm not, Doc, if you're listening, I'm not talking shit about you, but I'm still a little tripping on what you said. Doc has a right to his opinion. But in his opinion, he said, Grow, I personally think you're doing this to pick at May May, and that's just what I feel. And my response to him was, if that's the case, Doc, then why on earth have I done this many a times before to many a people on this app? Even to people who were my friend at one point. Look at South Jersey. The minute I found out, I dogged him. Did I not?
Yeah, you did.
Sure did.
You absolutely did.
If I could do that to someone who was my friend because I found out that shit, why wouldn't I say that about James then? James ain't even my people. Jersey was my people till I found out what he did.
It seems like people are picking and choosing what they stand behind.
Yes. At the end of the day, those were not two teenagers. That was still an adult. And she was still a minor. Yes, their ages progressed during the relationship. Correct. It went from 15 and 19 to, yes, they turned 16 and 20. Okay? That's still him being an adult at 19, fucking a 15-year-old.
You can't pick and choose who you're going to dog walk. I mean, if you stand on something, you stand on it.
And Kim, I wasn't even calling James out tonight, though, but that's not even what it was. They kept saying, like, oh, you're just trying to call James out. It wasn't even a call out live, Kim. It was literally an open discussion. And guess what? Everybody, even my ops, were welcome in my box as long as they stayed first. Girl, I let Colby in the box for 30 minutes and speak his mind. Can you believe that? Colby, of all people, the one who showed up to my court date, I allowed in my box and let him speak his opinion for 30 minutes, and I didn't even argue with him.
Wait, you know what I told him? Rip each other's heads off?
Yeah. Colby actually got in the box and he was respectful as fuck to me and I was respectful to him and we listened to each other for once. And you know what? He didn't come at me for my opinion and I didn't come at him. It actually was very peaceful.
All right, held on froze over.
I was on drugs. No, I'm kidding. No, but it was the point I was making. If I can have Colby up in there and have an honest conversation with Colby, I wasn't doing that out of spite. I wasn't doing that to call James out.
But, Grove, you know people are going to take anything you do if that person is friends with that other person. Hold on.
Right.
And they're going to twist the fucking narrative.
Yeah. But if we're talking real talk, the reason why I'm tripping on Doc's opinion, again, I respect it. He has a right. But the reason why I'm tripping on it is because I really thought Doc would feel different than that. That to me is wild. That sounds like to me he's picking for May May, not me. It sounds like Doc was just picking at me for May May. Because he likes May May. That's fine. That's what that sounded like. Not me.
It seems like, so from what I'm gathering, it seems like people are just trying to fucking douse an already out of control war between the two of you with a whole bunch more gasoline just to start more shit.
Yes. And then another thing I'm tripping on what Doc said. Once again, Doc, I respect your opinion. You have a right. Another thing Doc said I'm tripping about. And he even admitted he doesn't know the whole facts. You know the facts, Kim. I had to ask him publicly, and I did, and I'll ask everybody. He brought up, I don't understand why with what you have going on legally right now, why you would be on the internet. I wouldn't be on the internet. I asked him, I said, wait a minute. I'm still waiting to go to my pre-trial in January. How does my TikTok use, which actually is very minimal compared to what it used to be, you can say that. I used to be on all day long. I haven't been on
Listen,
like
she used to sit on this app from the time she
Yeah.
opened her eyeballs until she passed out on it.
But I haven't done that in months because I've been dealing with this shit since October. So I asked Doc, I said, I'm sorry, Doc, I respect you, but how does my TikTok use affect what's going to happen regardless at the end of this? This is going to happen the way it's going to happen. You know what I mean? So how does my TikTok use affect that? If it's not projected till another month. How does my couple hours on TikTok affect that? I'll wait. I didn't think so. It ain't going to make or break my case. It has nothing to do with my case. The fuck? And then he elaborated. He was like, I'm just saying, if you're going to be on the internet fighting with people, you should be more concerned and focused with your energy on your case. But for what? My lawyer's handling all that. I don't got to do nothing. I got to go to court. All I got to do is show up to court and get what I get. Right?
And literally
I know what's
everything
gonna
that they've asked you to do, you've already been done.
Yeah. So all I'm doing now is waiting for my next court date. Whatever the judge wants to do. I already know what the prosecutor and lawyer are recommending, but the judge has to approve it. You know this. The lawyer and prosecutor are recommending charges dismissed, but we have to have the judge sign off on that.
Yeah, the judge has to okay it.
Yes. So what in the meantime does my couple hours of TikTok use have to do with anything with that? How does that affect it? Nope. Telling you.
They're not even...
Some shit I've been hearing just really been tripping me out lately.
They're not even two sides of the same coin.
Nope. I guess I could ask that question, but then it'll be taken out of context. And I'm not talking shit, but maybe that same advice, Doc, and I know you're listening, should probably be given to your friend, who I'm sorry, but did not out feeding that baby a bottle in that live. I said what I said.
Kenzie, did you get my message back to you today?
He is friends with me, baby. Maybe go check your girl about her TikTok use when that baby's trying to eat a bottle. May, what you gonna do? I told these motherfuckers too, I was lighting all you bitches up that did that to my son. They really think that this James thing had me all the way distracted? No, baby, I'm starting back up tomorrow morning. You got me fucked up. I'm gonna go to bed in a little bit. I'm gonna wake up and start lighting you up.
I'll be at work.
Everybody on there getting lit up. They getting lit up. They getting lit the fuck up. That shit will not die. And it won't die until they all go public and apologize and take their full ass accountability for what they did to my fucking son. Better hope to God I can't do nothing legally about that. I think I can actually, because in my state, Liam is a legitimately disabled baby. I believe he has certain protective rights.
He does through the ADA.
Harassment and slander and stuff, yeah.
Plus, they broke HIPAA laws when they were discussing.
Well, I looked that up and I said that too, but I was wrong. HIPAA only applies to healthcare workers. Like, if a healthcare worker did that with his medical shit, I could do that, but not with the general public. Granted, it's immoral, but it didn't break HIPAA laws according to the state. Unfortunately. But I never really got to finish addressing that. Like I said, it was late. We went to sleep last night. And then today the James shit popped off because I just saw that for the first time. And we've been doing all that since this morning. So I never really got to finish that discussion with these people. And they won't address me about it. They just won't. None of them will come face forward to me and really explain that shit on why my son deserved that. My 14-year-old son. Why did Daniel deserve that when it wasn't even him? It wasn't even my baby.
He didn't. I can't wrap my head around all of this. And I really cannot wrap my head around the fact that Hazel has spent the last umpteen years being stuck up Viking's ass. And now you gonna call him that shit knowing goddamn well he's not?
Well, from what I took from it, and again, I wasn't in the live and I didn't see the live, Hazel didn't call Viking a pedo. I believe it was just Ashley Adams.
But the fact that she didn't shut it the fuck down.
That's why I want to see the live recording, because I'm not making excuses. I'm playing devil's advocate. We don't know if maybe Hazel was walked away from her phone. Maybe she's with the baby. I don't know. I like to see the recording of what went down. I haven't even seen the live yet. I really haven't. I haven't even laid out. This live happened when I was at the doctor. With Liam. I wasn't even on TikTok. I wasn't in there. God, can you send that to my messenger, baby? Thank you. I would love to see it. And if I catch Hazel on there calling Viking a pedo, then it's a whole different ballgame. See, that's something else I was discussing with Viking where we got kind of heated before he left. Viking really needs to stop doing this. I'm saying this from love and care because you know I love Viking very much. You know this, Kim.
I do.
Even in our fights, and you know this, and a lot of people know this, I love the fuck out of Viking. I really do. I love him. I don't like when we get like this, but he makes mistakes sometimes. So do I, and that's okay. We all make mistakes. Anyway, when we got heated, that's what he was doing. I was trying to tell him calmly, Viking, stop. Viking, please. You keep saying that I'm okay with this, I'm okay with that. Give me the benefit of the doubt to see the proof first, and then let me make a decision. He's already mad at me for a decision I haven't even made yet. On things I haven't seen, Kim. How can I make a judgment on something if I ain't seen it yet?
You can't.
I'm about to when Kenzie sends it to me, and then let me make my decision. The bliss shit. If he can provide me those receipts, give me the grace as a woman and an adult to make my own fucking decision on what I support. Then you talk about me with it. Mm-hmm.
I can't support anything that Bliss touches because of everything I know.
And I totally will always respect that. Maybe you've seen more than I have, but in my thing, Kim, my problem with it is I haven't seen what maybe
Girl,
you
I
were,
have inside information from somebody that sits at that table.
and that's what I'm saying. With that being said, can anybody really blame me if I haven't seen that? I haven't had privilege to see anything like that. So why am I going to judge the girl on shit I've never seen?
You can't make a decision based off of hearsay.
No, exactly.
If you don't see the recording, you can't make a decision off it. Like, that's not a fair judgment for anybody.
And I consider her a friend. So anyway, like I'm saying, that's my friend. Bliss is my friend. However, I'm not gonna accuse my friend of something with no proof because I wouldn't want nobody doing that to me. And no one's gonna back me in a corner until I see the
advice. Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna tell you what to do. You know that, but be real careful where you sit.
Well, I'm not in Bliss Nation, but I am friends of Bliss. Yes, I am.
Especially after the shit she just fucking co-signed.
Wait, what'd she co-sign?
We'll have that discussion. You know about it.
I do?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you can message me if you want to tell me. I don't know. Whatever she co-signed, I don't know. Again, look, when shit happens and I'm not around for it, people can love it or hate it. But bitch, you gotta, not you, but these motherfuckers gotta tail or show me some shit because I don't go off of this bullshit like that. Everybody always wants to grow to do this, do that. Well, show me the shit. Goddamn.
Do you know Aaron?
I don't. I thought it was your friend. I'm sorry. We just took over your live. Go ahead, Reed.
No, I don't know who Aaron is.
I don't either. You can kick him. I thought it was your friend. Mm-hmm. We can kick him. Bye, Aaron. We don't let strangers in here. You don't have candy. Strangers in a white van.
Girl, check your messenger.
Okay. Okay. I get it. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I can understand where that's frustrating.
But no, Harry, I haven't done tumblers and since I got sick like 2.5 years ago now. Almost 3.
I have a creator on here, H-Dog Tumblers. Y'all probably seen her in my lives, and she's actually local to me, like 15 minutes. She makes the best tumblers. She sent me 2, one for me and one for Liam.
Yeah, but are they sublimation? What kind of a tumbler are they?
I wish I could turn my camera on so you could see this. Like, I'll send you a picture on Messenger real quick because I can't turn my camera on. Hold on.
But yeah, no, to answer your question, we do tumblers, candles, soaps, sweatshirts, t-shirts, onesies. We pretty much do it all.
It to you. It's so pretty. It's my favorite cup she sent me. She sent me, like I said, 3 of them. And it's rainbow with skull details. And the caption says, "Oh, look, my last fuck flew away." I love this cup. It's my pimp cup. And the one she made for Liam had the heart colors on it, the blue and red. They're good tumblers too. It keeps my coffee and my cold drinks done for hours. I love it. And it's sturdy. I've dropped that bitch so many times on the concrete. Shit. Ain't got one nick in it. But there's really cool detail in it with like the skulls and the glitter. I love it. And she does them on her live too. She sits there for hours and does her lives.
I'm fixing to start going back to doing mine on my live.
Oh, that'll be good for you.
It was therapeutic when I did it, and one of my sisters kicked me in the ass a couple weeks ago about it and was like, listen, I just have to find the time with work and homeschooling and trying to keep fucking the house in shape while I'm at work 60 hours a week.
Firehouse, did you used to hang out with Jersey's Bravest?
Absolutely fucking
God,
not.
no. He made a horrible video about her. Pissed me the fuck off. That fat
He
bitch
can
person
fucking
fuck away
choke
from
on a
him.
dick and fucking die.
I know that's right. He could all the way drink that bleach before he fucking did to Kim. I promise you that.
I hope he eats a fucking Tide Pod and chokes on it.
Oh, your wish may be granted, Kim. Did you hear the latest? He's divorcing his wife because she was fucking Sailor J.
I'd say I'm surprised, but I'm not. Karma's a bitch.
Right. And Sailor J got picked up for his child support warrant, so he's in jail currently. So Jenny got nobody. She getting divorced and her boyfriend's in jail. Dumb bitch. You get what you get. You got cheated on, now you got to divorce your wife. Sucks to be you, George Goki.
Well, I mean, dude, speaking of Jersey's Bravest, do we want to talk about the $20,000 his wife schemed off everybody?
Oh yeah, still got them videos. Guess who just recruited him yesterday?
Who?
May and them.
Jersey's Bravest?
Uh-huh.
That's fucking
You would be
disgusting.
shocked to see who was in these boxes. You would be fucking shocked.
I'm glad I don't fucking sit on this app like that no more.
I could send you the screenshot. You
I don't
will not
want it.
believe who was in these boxes of Jersey Bravest. Somebody you respect. After what he did to you, girl.
Male or female?
Let me just go double check and verify from the screenshot. Hold, please.
I have questions.
Hey, Breed, can you possibly resend me that screenshot of the live Jersey Bravest is in? Because I can't find it now, and I want to double check before I tell Kim who was in there. I know May for sure because she was hosting it. Unbreakable, number 1, May. For sure right now, Unbreakable, Josh and May. Of course, Jersey was in the big box. And there was a lot of people in the comments, too. A lot of weird-ass names in there.
No, it wasn't a May. Maybe May wasn't in there.
Never mind. Yeah, you're right. It was Ashland Sky, not May. Ashland, MJ's Ashland was in the big box. Unbreakable, Joshua Tree, Jersey Bravest, and Petty Mariah were in the boxes. Right? Is that everybody?
Ain't nobody I sit with.
See, I thought you were cool.
Don't
Petty
forget about
Mariah.
James.
Oh, and James. Yes, James in the box. So all them people were platforming Jersey Bravest and recruiting his ass over there.
When you
I guarantee
said
maybe it was
female,
in the
if it wasn't one of like
Ashland,
5 or
Unbreakable,
6
Josh, James,
female,
and Petty Mariah.
that like we all sit at the inner circle table together. I don't give a damn what the hell going on over there. That whole fucking Jersey Bravers can fucking kick the bucket tomorrow, and I ain't gonna do nothing but laugh
Listen,
at
if the
it.
day comes where you gotta recruit pussy ass Jersey Bravers because you scared of what's coming your way, you are a coward. That's the last motherfucker I would ever align with to come fight my battle.
Well, not
You
just
gotta
that, but why would you sit with somebody who talks about people's terminal fucking health conditions?
right, and tells females to tie a rope around their neck, scams people for money. Who knows? Jersey's a fucking idiot.
Or tells people to go eat another cheeseburger so they have a fucking stroke. Yeah, I still have a screenshot of that whole situation.
Look, when I told all you motherfuckers after what recently just happened, I was lighting y'all up. I told you, hold on.
Jersey's fucking disgusting.
Thank you, Kenzie. I'm gonna watch that here in a minute before I go to bed. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. I'm gonna find out. Kenzie sent me that recording, 7 minutes.
Bro,
I
which
want to
recording
see
did she send you?
the one of the Ashley Adams and Hazel live where Viking said that Hazel called him a pedo as well. I told Viking I want to see the proof on that because I heard only Ashley Adams called him a pedo. I didn't hear Hazel said that.
Kenzie,
So I
can
was-
I find my inbox, please, love?
You want me to send it to her, Kenzie, or you got her? I haven't watched it yet, though, so I'm not going to say nothing until I watch it. But I better see Hazel up in there calling Viking a pedo, or he needs to retract that and say he's sorry for that. Because Hazel could have easily walked away from the phone. We don't know. I got to watch the recording. There's a
Yeah, but
difference
even
in
if she
condoning
walks
something.
away from the phone, Hazel always has her earbuds in.
Oh, yeah, I mean, but I know there's plenty of times where I walked away from my phone and people have said some crazy shit, and I've had to hear about it and take the accountability later. Shit, there was one time RT threatened Maymay while she was pregnant while I walked to go to the bathroom. Came back upstairs, RT was gone, and Maymay was in fucking tears. I'm like, what happened? Maymay's like, RT just threatened me. I'm like, what? Didn't even know what happened. And I was the host. I had to go
You
live.
don't walk around with your earbuds in all the time either.
No, I don't. I wish I did because when I'm in the stores, y'all be embarrassing me in calls.
Listen, we warned you a long time ago. Don't answer the fucking phone on speakerphone.
These motherfuckers used to embarrass the dog shit out of me in them stores, knowing damn well I have my earbuds in. All of them. Okay, so Miss Dorky just said I had the live where Ashley came on and talked for 10 minutes with Jizzy. Miss Dorky, did you see Hazel call Viking a pedo? I mean, I could watch the recording, which I'm going to, but I'm just asking.
Yeah, Kenzie sent it to me. I'm gonna watch it here before I go to work.
And see, I'm gonna go to bed here in a minute, so I'm gonna watch it. I'm probably gonna get out of here, breathe, so I can lay down at a decent time. I don't want my TikTok use, like Doc said, and thank you, Doc, for warning me. I don't want this TikTok use to affect my January 7th projected date of court. I don't want it to throw away this dismissal case I'm going to. You know what I mean?
It ain't gonna.
So, yeah, God forbid if I'm in a TikTok live, they're not going to throw these
Okay,
charges
so
out.
Kenzie said Hazel didn't physically say it, but her face.
Okay. Thank you, Kenzie, for sending it. I'm going to watch
Oh,
it.
her face was in the camera, so she absolutely knew it was said and didn't shut it down.
Okay. All right. Well, Breed, I'm going to get off here and watch that video and lay down. You too, Kim. I love your face. And I guess we'll have to discuss it tomorrow because Viking says he's going to work early. I know he has to work, so I don't want to keep him up.
Yeah, I don't get out till. I'm supposed to get out at 5, but that depends on how many call-outs we have.
And yeah, and I know he has to work, but listen, I'm going to patiently wait, Viking, still on that Bliss receipt. I need that in my hand before you back me in a corner and make me write anybody off. I'll tell you that. That goes to anybody out there. General PSA, don't ever try to back me in a corner without proof. I need to see the proof. If the proof exists, we'll talk about it. If it don't, walk away from me. I don't ever am not okay with anyone backing me in a corner off of a rumor. I'm not okay with that.
But I am going to jump
Get
off
on this
here.
bitch. I don't got to do shit on this bitch. I can do what the fuck I want when I want. But I'm giving the benefit of the doubt the Viking going to show me something. We'll see.
Well,
We shall
normally
see.
if Viking says he has it, he'll produce it.
They tried this before a couple months ago with the Bliss shit. And matter of fact, I got in the call and they didn't show me shit. I was like, this is what y'all called me in here for nothing? That's why I'm cool with her. It was when Unbreakable did it. You got to get in this call, bro, and see what we got. I get in the call. It was nothing of substance. It was just them telling me what they thought. That ain't proof. Get the fuck out of here. I got to see that shit for real.
Oh,
If I
if you
don't see
want
it, you
those
can't call me a
other,
post supporter. I know that.
girl, if you want those other screenshots about what I messaged you about, I'll send
I
it to
think
you.
I've seen those. I'm pretty sure, which I agree with you on that. That needs to be handled. I don't
Well,
like
we
that.
held a whole live about it.
Oh, did you? See?
Well,
Another
I
one. I
did
miss
it.
live
You were in
sometimes.
there with
Goddamn.
Viking when it was brought up.
God, I love the fact that there's recordings out there because I have amnesia when it comes to shit I do.
Matter of fact, I think that live was held in, and I'll go back and double check the date because I got messaged while that live was going on. I
Gotcha.
want to say like August, September.
Okay.
Hold on, give me a second. I'll give you the exact date.
Okay. Bree, do you want me to send you that 7-minute recording Kenzie sent me or no?
Sure, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Grow November 11th.
Oh, now I remember. That was the week after my birthday. I remember now. Yeah, you're right, Kim. Oh, Bree, I lied. It's not 7 minutes. It's 1:30 that I just sent you from Kenzie. On Telegram. Yeah, Kim, you're right. I remember that now. It was brought up. You're correct. Yeah, they were showing the screenshots too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, y'all were showing
That
receipts.
part I
came
didn't
in
touch
there.
on
Y'all
because
were
I didn't
like
agree with it.
deep into the conversation about it, and I had to ask for a recap because I had no clue. Because for all you who think I sit on this app all day long, I don't.
Oh, you're good, Kenzie. No, I appreciate you sending me that. You're good. Kenzie, by the way, sent the part right at the moment where she's saying this happened. So I appreciate that because I don't like watching sometimes 12-minute videos for a 1-minute clip.
I mean, shit, to be honest, like, there's a group of us that are called the triplets, and I haven't even talked to them in like a week and a half.
Oh, wow.
That's how busy I've been.